So hello, YouTube.
Hello,
Welcome back
YouTube.
to yet another Causecast.
Causecast.
Yes, some lousy content for some lousy viewers out there. Since we don't have to put a lot of effort into Causecasts, and you guys seem to like it though. You guys seem to like it that way, so
Hopefully, you guys seem to like it because we've been getting a lot of views on these Causecasts.
Yep, except the last one. I don't know what happened to you guys. You guys did not show enough love on the previous video. I feel really bad
The
because
previous video.
the previous video was
Oh, the. How long?
oh fuck, the murder related video, the domestic violence case. I don't know, it was such an important topic. You guys just totally skipped on it. I don't really understand what's the deal with that. But anyways, you guys at least cleared the like goal.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, you guys at least cleared the like.
So you guys cleared the like goal. Thanks a lot for clearing the like goal. In the next video, which will be uploaded after recording this video. Jesus, how far back behind are we on the schedule, man?
Far back, behind, away, further, whatever.
Everything.
It's been a rough few weeks.
Yep. It's been a rough few weeks.
Weeks.
And I wouldn't have recorded this episode now if I wasn't traveling the next week.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's going to be a rough few weeks next week also.
Yep.
So we're really very sorry for that. We apologize, but you'll still be getting videos.
Yep.
Don't worry about that. Just be
The schedule might go off a little here and there, but the videos are still coming because we had to go through with the change of editor, sadly, but it's okay, not a big deal.
It's okay.
The new one is being selected as of now, as we speak.
Yep, as we speak. So
Hopefully that goes well.
see a fresh
Yep.
editing.
Yep. Things will change. The previous consistency obviously won't be there because that was done by a different person. This is whatever. Cutting the chase, it's gonna be a little different. So yeah, hopefully you guys don't mind that. And today's like goal is 12 likes. If you guys can do that, we will be happy. 12. 1, 2, that's all. 12. If 100 of you watch, one of you per view likes a video, we reach 100. So 12 is no big deal. Go ahead, do it. Drop comments. Subscribe if you're new here. And yep, let's just
Regular, go watch the old video if you haven't yet.
if you are a returning viewer, welcome back, buddy.
Yep, welcome back. If you're a new viewer, welcome aboard.
Yep. And without any further ado, let's dive right into today's topic. What's today's topic, Sharon?
Today's topic is something dark and deep.
As usual.
Topic is, as usual, yeah. It's something that everyone can relate to, maybe.
Yep.
Because somewhere, someone or the other has gone through this phase.
Yep.
It's something about mental health. The topic is how mental health affects people and affects them to go to drastic levels. I don't know the exact topic, guys, but this is the whole gist of it. Don't worry. What are you searching up?
I'm not searching up something, I'm asking them to keep it low. Every time I start recording. Every freaking time. And trust me, guys, it's fucking hot in my room.
That's why I wear clothes as fans. Get some breeze.
Anyways, so yeah, today's topic, and anyways, the previous topic as well. The previous topic kind of leads us to today's topic, you can say.
Yep.
Yeah, they kind of go hand in hand. It can go vice versa as well. So please do consider checking it out. It's a really good video. It's useful for many people out there. Please check it out. And yep, let us know whatever you think about it. But yeah, coming back to this video, mental health altogether.
Mental health.
It's a tough thing, isn't it? People really don't get it. But If it
it's a
is
complex thing to understand, first of all.
exactly.
Yeah.
And people going through it usually tend to ignore it, thinking it's just a normal thing. It's just a phase, and they just go on with it until it gets too far, and then you cannot get back anymore.
Well, see, I do. Being honest, being completely honest, I ignore my mental health thinking it's normal, but I know it's not the right thing to do actually. It's
Everyone does.
something you
Honestly,
need to.
even I have done that. It's a wrong thing
Yeah, it's a wrong thing. Which
because at the end of the day, you matter for yourself. You need to take care of yourself. And if you fail to do that, the world is not a big deal anyways. The world just doesn't care.
Nah, the world the world doesn't give two fucks about you anyways, so it's
Yep.
all you. It's you for yourself.
And obviously your loved ones around you do care for you, but sometimes they
I
can't
mean,
get to it.
they can't help you. They can't help you in certain aspects of life. Only you yourself can. I have
No,
seen so many
it
examples of that.
honestly, actually, it's not really about helping you. Sometimes they can't really get to know what is going on in your mind.
That they don't really get to know what's going on in your mind. Sometimes, in specific cases, your own parents can't help you out.
Well,
No, I'm just. It's all about communication at the end of the day. If you can't communicate with someone, you're not getting anywhere.
like I can give you an example of when your family actually can't help you out and they tend to miss signs of early depression or might maybe even later stages of depression. Chester
Yeah.
Bennington. We all know about him.
Oh,
We all know what
Linkin
happened.
Park, for those of you
Yep.
who don't know. I
Linkin
mean, the
Park's
band Linkin Park, the
lead singer.
the lead singer. Yeah,
Sharon having a brain fart again.
yeah, the lead singer of Linkin Park.
Most of us know the entire band as Linkin Park, but few of us know his name.
Yep.
His case was similar to that. He tried to fight his depression, but eventually his depression got the better of him.
There was also a tweet, I think, that you recent tweet or a picture you recently sent me of him with his family,
Exactly.
his wife, his kids. He was having a broad smile on his face. That happened to be the last picture of him alive.
And
Which was
that
the previous.
and that broad smiling face can be a misleading thing at times when you're depressed. Because trust me, I have come across people who have been depressed and they look just like normal people, like nothing ever happened to them.
Yep.
They're just living their life. You don't even get to know that they are suicidal until it's too late.
There are so many cases of that. There are so many celebrities who, post completely normal pictures on Instagram with a completely normal caption.
And next day, they are no more.
Not even next day. There was a recent death about a serial actress. I can't remember her name right now, but it was an Indian Hindi serial actress, and she had posted a pic of herself being all happy at the shoot.
Mm-hmm.
She was putting on makeup or something, I'm guessing. She had uploaded a picture.
Mm-hmm.
4 hours later, she committed suicide.
There you go.
4 hours later.
There you go. That is exactly what I mean when I say you can't really get to the root of it. You can't really just tell that a person is depressed by having a look at them.
Yep.
And depression, like I said in my previous Causecast, which was the gaming one, it comes in many shapes, sizes, and forms. It can be anything. Sadness, something which reflects physically. You might hurt yourself, you might overeat, you might harm yourself in many other ways. Anger, you just lose control over your anger and you start either again hurting yourself or people around you, causing domestic violence, or it can come in form of confusion at times. You are truly confused with what's going on.
You can't. You can. It's very possible to mistake it for something normal. Trust me, if your gut instinct tells you that you don't feel alright for the past few days and nothing seems to be going, in your direction, you seem to be down in the dumps all the time, there is most probably something up.
Exactly. But in my opinion, I would see I have been through stuff like that. I have been depressed for quite some time in my life. Same with my brother, same with Sharon as well. And for me personally, I don't know about you, Sharon, but for me personally, the way I cope up with it is by speaking it out. That
Same.
that helps me.
Same.
I just, if I'm sad and I try to subdue it, it just gets into a worse kind of poison. It just cooks into a worse kind of poison, and then you just can't take it anywhere anymore. So it's better when it's early and you speak it out, and it
You
goes
speak
out to
it out.
the person, whoever you trust.
Hmm.
It doesn't even matter if they give you opinions or not about it. It doesn't even matter if they can help you with it. But as long as I have told it to them, and I know I'm not the only one knowing about it, that helps me out.
Okay, but Diablo, I have a question. What if you don't have anyone to speak it out with? What if you don't feel comfortable with
I
anybody
won't
for
deny
that
that.
matter?
I won't deny that there are many people who don't feel like sharing whatever is going on in their head.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What about them? Did they ultimately suffer in silence? Either ways.
True that, but hopefully they can seek professional help. I know it's really, really fucking expensive. I get it. Many people
It
cannot
is.
afford that, but I'm pretty sure there has to be some way for them to get help. I'm not trying to
Speaking
patronize
of
them or
professional help,
what?
you're not trying to. Yeah, I was going to say, speaking of professional help, we'll move on to that, but you complete.
Yeah, like I'm not trying to patronize them, but it's just a sad state, when you don't have anyone who you can trust that much to share with.
I knew a person like that some time ago.
Well,
We all do. I guess we all know a person who can't share his or her feelings with anybody. And that's sad. I don't know what to say to that. I don't really know what opinion or what advice to give such a person who can't, possibly bring himself or herself to trust somebody. It's just that I hope you. It's better to seek professional help actually in such cases.
yeah. Although, me personally, I have come across many people who have gone through depression, all right. Many of my friends have gone through depression as well. So, I prefer to try to converse with them as much as possible. I know prying up old wounds isn't a good idea, but sometimes it actually
But sometimes
works.
it
It
works.
works. Because when they speak it out, they lighten up.
Yep.
And I've noticed it with quite a few friends of mine. They do lighten up after they open up. Though they might feel like a shit at that point of time, opening up. They might feel punched down to the curb, but uh, solid 10 to 15 minutes later, they genuinely tell, I feel lighter. Thanks for listening, buddy. And that is the point of time when I feel like my weight is being lifted up.
Yeah. Yeah,
B-
that makes sense.
because I
I have
feel
had
I could
people
help
tell that too.
someone who's going through pain,
Exactly.
and their relief of pain gives me a bit of relief of my own pain.
Exactly. I mean, it just makes sense. If you're also a person who is suffering and you help someone who is also suffering, your suffering also kind of just gets,
Gets away.
washed out
Yep.
because of their suffering being washed out. It's kind of a nice feeling.
See, I won't say that depression is something which is self-induced or something. It's just become common these days with the kind of atmosphere you live in, the amount of exposure you have to stuff, and also come on chemicals
Yep.
and toxins and whatnot. There is literally everything. Everything kind of does lead into depression. You have your work life, which is painful to fathom. Then you have your education
Yeah.
life before your work life. Then you've got sometimes, in few cases, parental pressure and sometimes even loss of loved ones, may it be in a relationship way or may it be in the way of death. It's still,
Anything.
yeah, it
Yeah, it still
it still
hurts.
takes a toll on your mental health. And nowadays, the way the world is going, I wouldn't be shocked if it increases further ahead. So whatever it
It
is, it's better to reach out, I would say. And yes, you're telling something.
it is. No, I'm saying it anyways is increasing at this point.
Yep. If
The stats
nothing,
say it
see, Sharon,
increases.
what do you say? Do you agree on me with it? If nothing, if you see a person in front of you is clearly depressed, you can go to them, have a bit of talk,
Yeah.
see if they open up, good. If they feel good, even better after opening up. Even if they don't, it's okay, at least you tried. That will make them happy.
You did, but I would rather suggest instead of you yourself approaching a depressed person, you let the depressed person come to you with their problems. Again, that can have consequences where the person does not trust you enough to talk. How you can overcome that is not by going in there towards a depression, but talking about something more, something else, something else lighthearted. Not prying into the depression, but something else lighthearted. Just make sure you're conversing with them. That's my point. Not
That can
just
also
about
backfire,
depression.
That can also backfire when you wait for the other
Yeah.
person to approach you.
No, that's why instead of waiting for the person to approach you with their problems, what I'm saying is you can just talk to them.
Yeah, I got your point. I got
Not
your point.
bother.
I got your point.
Yeah,
What you're trying to
yeah.
tell is talk to them. Eventually, they'll open up and speak about their
Exactly.
stuff. But that's exactly what I'm trying to say. It can backfire. It can backfire in such a way wherein they look at you as someone who can be trusted a lot, and they will hope to get a fix for it from you. And when you fail to do that, they'll depress them furthermore.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
So it's not only like you're breaking the trust, it's also like you're leaving them behind, not able to help them because they are already
Makes
feeling
sense.
left out at that point of time, and
Yeah.
you not being able to help or understand the gravity will make them feel left behind. Now that is another problem when you try to approach someone who's depressed. If you don't understand what their issue is, probably you can make it worse.
You can make it worse. I mean, a depressed person is always someone who is very complex to handle, so
Handling a
you
depressed
need to be
person is like treading on thin ice.
you need to be really careful about that. Because you can trigger something that you did not even mean to trigger, and that can be a very bad situation.
Most of the depression cases do not lead in suicides, but a few chronic ones do.
They do.
And usually these chronic ones don't even think of suicide. They don't even look at suicide as suicide. They just look at it as a form of sleep. They just want to shut off from the world.
Yep.
They don't even care about the pain or whatever is gonna happen. But you get it, right? What I'm trying to say.
I do.
It's just a normal thing
And
to them.
sometimes, It's not even about taking your life. To them, it's just like going to sleep for a
Ever.
long amount of time.
Forever.
Like hype forever. Maybe they just don't intend to kill themselves, or just don't intend to cause them hurt, but they just want to sleep. It's not about killing yourself. They just want to sleep, and probably that in turn kills them.
And
I've
you
seen
might
a
ask me
case,
how I
actually.
know about
Mhm.
how they look at depression in that way. How do you know about it? You've not been through depression. Fine, I get it. But I have heard this from a person who is depressed himself. And this is no friend of mine, but this is a stand up comedian.
Ah.
He completely describes what
Yeah.
he feels, what is going through in his mind in a day when he's feeling depressed, and how he feels like suicide is something like a sleep.
Hmm.
I forgot his
Yeah.
name. Daniel
It
Fernandez?
was Daniel Fernandez.
Daniel
Yes.
Fernandez, yep.
You should check out his stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
It's really good.
People who are depressed actually might connect with his jokes and might feel lighthearted because they'll make you feel you're not the only one out there. There are others who are just like you, and if possible, they're trying to help each other out and, you know, make things better.
Yep.
Just sometimes even professional help fails, like you just said, isn't it?
It does.
W-
Miserably.
Yep.
Yes.
And that is kind of the reason why we did this Causecast in the first place. And we'll be covering a correspondent case which happened long back, even before our parents were born, I'm guessing.
No, I think they were there. Were they? I don't
Okay, yeah,
know.
I mean, he was
This
older
was in
than our parents.
1980.
He was older than our parents, but
Yeah.
yeah, the case happened when they were young, I guess, 20s,
When they were young.
teens.
Yeah.
And
It's a very famous case. Um, Connects to the topic for our Causecast today, so
more on that
on that
in the podcast.
in the podcast.
So turn up there if you want to know about the case. And yeah, just the professional side of things failing you isn't really that uncommon, you know. With especially now, if you see the amount of people who are getting depressed, it's not really very shocking if a few slip the cracks,
Hmm.
isn't it?
Hmm. Hmm. There are already a lot of people who slip the cracks.
Exactly. And that case was one of the cases of slipping the cracks.
One of the cases. Yep. When professional help failed miserably. That is one of the case. I think we've already. No. We haven't. We haven't covered a case like that before. That will be the first one.
Yep. But honestly, if you see, all these serial killers, murderers, hell, even one time uh,
Yeah.
murderer,
I get it. Hmm.
it usually comes up from a form of depression, you can say. Kind of mental illness, not depression exactly, mental illness.
Mental illness.
It could be any kind of thing, any instability, any kind of depression, any kind of damage to the brain since
To the brain.
a young age. And the damage could
We
be
covered a
physical or
case
mental,
about it.
isn't it? Or damage could be
Yep.
physical, mental, emotional, many shapes and sizes again.
We did cover a case about it. If you
Yep,
remember Raman Raghav.
yep. And you guys showed a lot of
He
love on that
suffered
episode.
mentally.
So you
Oh
guys,
yeah.
yeah,
Still are.
we still are getting a lot of love on that episode.
Yep.
If you haven't checked it out,
If you don't remember the case, just go check that out as well.
it might be Where?
floating around somewhere.
In one of
Here.
the corners.
Here, on your left.
Yeah, here,
Hopefully.
here. I'll remember to put it, don't worry. So it's like when you're trying to suppress something, may it be emotional damage, may it be uh, mental stress, even,
Hmm.
may it be physical pain,
Hmm.
whatever, any kind of discomfort to your mental side of things or your physical side of things for a prolonged duration of time kind of ticks you off. You reach, everyone
It
has this
does.
fracture point, isn't it?
Yeah.
A-
Everyone does.
And once you reach that fracture point, that is when the volcano erupts. And if it does, it's too late. It can go two
It's
ways.
it's too late.
Either
Yep.
you kill yourself or you kill
Or
somebody else.
you kill somebody else. I had few days back I had come across this video on YouTube. It was a short. I mean, it was a short, and it was a 911 call. And a guy calls up 911 and he goes like, "Hello, I'm so and so, and my address is this. I'm so and so years old. I killed my dad." And the officer goes like, "What? Where are you right now? Why? May I know the reason why?" He goes like, "I thought my dad was an AI robot." See, mental illness. It could come in any shape and form,
There
but this
is
is it.
there is this specific mental condition. I don't remember the name of it, but in that, what happens is your mind forces you to imagine something which is not true is
Hmm.
true,
Hmm.
and it makes you so paranoid that you end up doing the worst thing, either kill yourself or kill the
Yep.
person or whatever is the thing which
Yep.
is causing that.
There are so many cases of people having voices in their head that instruct them to do bad things.
Hallucinations. Yep.
Hallucinations, yes. It's just one of the many mental illnesses that you can have.
Honestly, no, cut the chase. Let me tell you, having an inner voice speaking to you is normal. At least for me, it's normal. I don't know about others out there. I constantly keep
Well,
speaking to myself. I sometimes even speak out loud to myself. It might sound really
I do
funny.
that all the time. I do that all the freaking time. I speak to myself in an accent, by the way.
That is her way of communicating with her. But yeah, it might sound funny, but everyone out there, I'm pretty sure most of you out there do have an inner voice which speaks to you.
We are most of us, yeah.
And you usually make your decisions after speaking to that person. Few people speak it out loud, few people
Hmm.
don't. And people who
Hmm.
speak it out loud look dumb to others and they make
Dumb,
fun of
yeah.
them. But yeah, everyone has an inner voice. So I don't see the point in people telling, nah, bro, you speaking to yourself. Are you fine? You need help? No, it doesn't work that way. You need to
No.
make decisions by talking to yourself. Because at the end of the day, the decisions which you make are solely made by you and you are responsible for it. So you need to be sure that what decision you have taken is right or wrong.
Yep.
And this decision making for a few people goes wrong. Again, ends up in suicide or
Very
murder.
wrong. Murder, yep.
Raman Raghav, he clearly had voices running in his head. He told he was being guided by this spiritual celestial being.
Yep.
They did
Something about
they did run a mental test on him once he was
they
apprehended.
did. Hmm.
and the tests turned out to be positive. And the doctor was shocked, honestly, after seeing the results. The amount of mental problems that man alone had was off the charts.
And I'm pretty sure there are multiple people who have the same kind of issues
Exactly.
and are fighting hard to get out of it. I'm pretty sure they are fighting hard. Nobody loves living with it. Trust me, nobody does.
Honestly speaking, few people do try to reach out to others
They do, and
in a subtle way. No. Either shut off, yeah.
yeah,
Either shut off, which is a very wrong thing to do. Please, do not do that to someone who's trying to reach out to you. Come on. You can.
I have seen this happen with so many Indian parents, you know.
Exactly. Depression is a real thing. Do not take it lightly. If someone is trying to reach out to you and trying to seek help, please, sparing 5 to 10 minutes of your day listening out to whatever is going on in their life will not hurt you.
Not hurt you one bit. You won't forget anything. You won't. You're nowhere. You're not in rush to go anywhere. What's more important to you than your own friend or your own family member?
Exactly. And if you fail to do that and then later you face the consequences, that is going to depress you in turn. You will
Even
feel
more.
you had a chance, you fucked it up.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, reaching out in subtle ways. Chester, for example, has anyone read his
Songs.
lyrics?
Yep. His songs.
It totally sounded normal until it happened.
Back then, until it happened, then you go back and read it and you go like, okay.
He was crying out for help.
Yep.
Especially the last song, One More Light, he was
Yep.
crying out for help.
Desperately.
And we all failed to notice the sign. And look what happened. Everyone, his family, his friends, the band members who were literally like his second family, they all
Were right there, by
regretted
the
it so
way.
much. They all were right there. They were on a tour, right? They were on a tour at that point of time.
Yep. It's. See, that's. Sometimes the subtle way of reaching out doesn't necessarily work out all the
Exactly.
single time because we are human beings. We just think everything is normal. We don't immediately assume something is wrong.
Exactly. You missing out
That's the
subtle
problem.
signs still makes sense, although you will still have that regret when things have gone down in the wrong path. Either they have done something wrong to themselves or somebody else, and you feel like, shit, I had seen the signs. Why didn't I think of it this way at that point of time? But that is still fine because they tried to put it in a way wherein it was tough to comprehend. They wanted it that way. They wanted a select few people to understand only, not all of them. That's why they put it in that specific way. And sometimes it clicks, sometimes it doesn't. When it doesn't, it
Just depends
hurts.
on luck,
When
I
it
guess.
does, you are content that you could help a person.
Yep.
But when a person approaches you for help and you fail them, that hurts
Then.
further more than
Yeah.
missing the sign.
Yep. That does.
Because at that point of time, it's not even missing the sign, it is literally dismissing the sign.
It's literally dismissing the sign. True. Nice.
It's like you've got a problem, fuck off. I do not have time for your shit. I've got shit of my own. Why don't you both try speaking to yourself? Why don't you both speaking to each other, not yourselves? That could also help, speak to yourself, but speak to each other.
Yeah.
You never know what solutions you guys might get to, or girls.
Sometimes it's not even about the solutions, you know. It's just about putting it out there.
Yep.
Like you said, it's just about letting it go.
You will literally feel like a weight being lifted off of your chest. Just try it once. Works for me. I won't guarantee you that it'll work for everybody, but it might work for a few. And for whoever it does, Reach out to me. I'm always here to talk. Sharon
Yeah.
is always here to talk. Anything, feel free to.
Our Instagrams are always there in the
Yep.
description, so go ahead.
You don't have to hesitate. I'm all ears when it comes to helping people. People, animal, whatever, anything that's living, I'm ready to help it.
Just even yeah, like we said, reach out in the DMs if you just want to pour it out there. You can, if you're comfortable enough to do that, you can do it in the comments. Nobody's judging.
See,
At
I'm
least
in no
we
position
aren't.
to start a fundraiser or whatever for this, but I can do at least a
Yeah.
bit and help out.
Yeah.
If not in terms of money, at least in terms of support.
Support. Yep.
I get it. I'm literally no one to you. Whoever is watching right now might not even know me personally. Hasn't even met me, hasn't know my dimensions, nothing. But speak out if you
Yep.
can, if you feel comfortable. Please speak out. You can tell it in the comments. If you're not comfortable, come on to my Instagram, come on to her Instagram. Let us both know. Or put anonymous
Pressure is
notes.
anything.
Not, I
You
mean,
can, but
anonymous notes won't reach out to me. And if you put anonymous notes, I obviously won't know who has the problem, so I won't be able to come back to you and talk to you about it. But like I said,
if it makes you feel better and you don't care about what we have to say, you just want to put it out there, then anonymous notes are for you. You can do that.
see, I'm not going to throw all these cliche lines telling life is beautiful, do not throw it away. There's a lot more to it than you see. Live through it, you will get to somewhere
Yeah.
good. I'm not telling all those
Yeah.
cliche, cheesy lines, but all I will say is there is somebody out there to help you.
There
Feel
is
free to reach out to
somebody out
them.
there to help you.
If one person can't, there are many others who can. Just let us help you.
Yep.
Sometimes even animals get depressed. Animals too.
Hmm.
Might sound made up. Animals do get depressed.
Nah, it's scientifically proven that they do.
My cat was depressed for 4 months straight after his friend cat passed away. He wouldn't eat, sleep the entire day. He was messy as fuck at that point of time. Even my dog was kind of bothered by it. My dog was bothered by a cat passing away. They all did sense whatever happened. They all became extremely silent.
Same with my cat too.
Yep.
He got separated from his sister, went through extreme depression. I would say he lost weight, he didn't eat, he became messy, and then unfortunately, few days later, he died. There you go.
Animals can't sadly reach out to others, but if they have a presence of human around them, of any human for that matter who loves them, they easily tend to lighten up and forget about it. Sometimes it doesn't, few cases, sometimes it
Sometimes it
does.
doesn't work out. Sometimes it does. Yep.
If they can, you 100% can. Just make sure to talk it out to whoever you're comfortable with. Could be your friend, your girlfriend, your mom, your wife, your son, your daughter, brother, sister, whoever.
Anybody.
A doctor
Anybody.
who you trust, a psychiatrist who you trust, anyone. Don't look at it as hell. People are gonna look at me and tell I am mentally ill. If I tell I'm depressed, no, it doesn't work that way. Whoever tells that to you, forget them, fuck them, throw them out of your life.
Yep. They are not worth your time
Yeah,
and they are not supposed to be in your life if they talk like that, so forget them.
you don't ever have to take things like that to your heart. That will push you down
Some people
furthermore.
make you feel like that.
Exactly.
Really honest, some people make you feel like that.
Exactly. And they want to see you in furthermore pain. So just be aware of few people like that who have shown signs of something like that, and just keep your distance from them. Like I said, there are many people out there who will happily come ahead to help you out. Just
Don't put yourself down for someone
nah.
who didn't give a shit about you. If someone does that, immediately know that person's not for you. Immediately.
Exactly. In fact, that person is not for anyone for that matter.
Anyone. True.
Their sorry ass state at that point of time is because of their ego, their attitude towards people, things, and life altogether. And always keep looking out for people who are eager to help you.
Yep.
Because though there's a vast number, but coming across someone at the time of need might seem like a big deal. So whoever, even in your faintest memory, you think can help you, feel free to go talk to them.
Yep. We are always available if you want
Yep.
to talk to us. Always. Our DMs are always open. We are jobless as fuck. So you can just
Yeah.
No, actually we're busy, but no, you can text us and we'll get back to you.
Yep. Discord is also there. If you guys want, you guys can text over there.
Yep.
It's a group. All of you can talk. Have a nice little breather. Take a break from all this. Yeah. I think that's all for this entire episode. Wraps it up pretty much.
That's it.
So, let us know what you guys feel about this episode. And if you guys want more episodes like this, do let us know about that as well.
And if you want us to talk about something particular, mention it down in the comments. We read your comments, guys.
Yeah.
We
We
respond to every single.
we read your comments. I mean, we would love to read your comments.
We would love to read your comments, but there are no comments for us to read. So please put some comments down there for us.
Yes. And apart from that, you guys know the regular drill. Like, share, subscribe, comment and share.
Yes.
Like, share,
I don't know why
subscribe,
I'm
comment and share. Yeah, you can share it twice. Share it to 2 different people.
Or share it to 100 people by putting it on your story. Nobody stopped you from that.
No one stopped you from that. Feel free.
Yeah.
Anyone wants to use our content in their video, go ahead, do it. I give you all the
Yep.
access. Copyright belongs to me, but you can use it freely.
It's free to use.
Yeah, free to use content. So, yep. That's all. And I'll catch you guys.
Catch you in the next one.
We'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, stay safe. Love you all. Love yourself as well.
Yep.
Stay safe. Stay awesome, guys.
Stay awesome, guys.
Thanks for watching and good night.
And good night.